Sometimes the strongest bonds are formed when you least expect them. One day, everything began like any ordinary morning. I noticed a slight movement at the front door. A little squirrel, but it was different. It didn't run away, it didn't hide. It looked straight into my eyes. It seemed as if it wanted to tell me something. And then it turned and started walking. I followed it. When we reached the corner of the garden, it stopped. It looked as if pointing to the space between the leaves. I bent down and saw them. 3 tiny little babies, their eyes not even fully open, defenseless, trembling little lives. The mother squirrel was nowhere to be seen. In that moment, I realized this little creature had trusted me. I waited for days, hoping maybe their mother would come back, because in nature, a mother doesn't easily abandon her young. But hours passed, days passed, no one came. Waiting any longer would have been abandoning them to death. I brought them inside. My life changed completely from that day on. I lay awake at night, I fed them every hour, I wrapped their tiny bodies in blankets to keep them warm. I was afraid I might lose them at the slightest mistake. They were so small, I even checked their breathing. But time passed, and the miracle slowly came to pass. With each passing day, they grew a little stronger. They opened their eyes, they began to move, they clung to life. They became very active. They were so adorable, and one of them was different from the others. I named her Sarah. Sarah grew up, but she didn't leave. Her siblings blended into nature. They climbed trees, built their own lives, but Sarah stayed in my garden. She could have left if she'd wanted to, but she didn't. Every day when I came home from work, she'd come to greet me, running, without fear, just to see me. This wasn't just a habit anymore. It was the strong bond between us. Years passed. Sarah grew up, became a mother. She brought her own cubs into the world. And the most incredible thing happened then. One day, she brought one of her cubs to me, carrying it in her mouth. She left it there. Then she went back and brought another one, as if she were saying to me, "Will you watch over them?" For a wild animal to trust someone that much is almost impossible. But she trusted me, and I never betrayed that trust. I always provided food, water, and a safe place. I protected her cubs, and when the time came, I released them all back into the wild. Because love isn't about owning. It's about being able to set her free. One day, I noticed that Sarah's movements had changed. She was slower. Something was wrong. She came closer and took me somewhere again. Not her cub this time. She showed me her pain. Her arm was broken, but she hadn't hidden away. She had come to me again. It was clear from her face that she was in pain. I protected her. Over time, she had healed, and the same thing happened again. She had cubs once more. Her cubs grew up, and she set them free again. Sarah is still here, every day in my garden, living her own life, free, independent, yet just as deeply connected. She could leave whenever she wanted, but she chooses to stay. And she taught me this: true bonds aren't forced. They are built on trust. Love isn't about possession. It's about being able to exist together. And sometimes, the purest love is born between a human and a wild animal, silently, unconditionally, and in a way that will never be forgotten. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like it and share your thoughts.